Hey guys, what's good? It's your girl Choreo. Welcome back to my channel. This is Fitness Thursdays, aka at Gyal Summer, with me, your girl Choreo. So we are doing a part 2 to the Megan the Stallion knees, right? So these on my legs are 2.5 ankle weights, 2.5 pound ankle weights. If you don't have ankle weights, feel free to double up on whatever repetitions I'm doing. So for example, if I'm doing 10, you can do 20, just so that you get that intensity that I am working with, understand? That's if you're not using ankle weights. So we're going to be doing 3 exercises and we're doing it in a circuit. I have also resistance loops, right? Resistance loops. I have my medium. I might bump it up to the heavy, depending on how it's that I'm feeling. If I can manage more, I will use the heavy instead. I'm also going to be using, as usual, my gloves. I remember them today, right? So even though I'm doing light weights here at home, I still want to protect my hands from calluses and stuff like that. Dry hands on women, no ladies, no. So 3 exercises I'm doing: donkey kickbacks. I'm going to be doing bridges as well, and I'm also going to be doing a clam. So bridges, clam, and donkey kickbacks. So I'm starting first with the medium. I'm going to be doing a minute on each leg. So I know I said an example of 10 reps. If you feel that you can do way more than a minute, then you can go ahead and do way more than a minute, but I'm going to try to do as many reps as I can within 1 minute. Okay, so I'm going to set my timer here. Let me actually set my phone on airplane mode so that my battery doesn't die. But I have a 1 minute timer here. Okay, and let me show you the setup right quick. So first of all, you put the 2 legs in, right? The 2 legs will go in about here. I actually feel like I'm gonna have to bump this up to the heavy. This is the medium band that I have. But I'm gonna do as many as I can in 1 minute, so it might be just enough, right? And then what I do is I put one knee over the band on the side that's not gonna be lifted, okay? And then what I do, I come here and ensure that this leg is anchoring the band to the floor. So allow it to hold the band down. It should not lift up, yeah? And in here now, you're going to be lifting the leg up. What I see a lot of ladies doing when they're doing donkey kickbacks is that they arch the back and they push the bottom up like that, right? So you know when you watch those Instagram videos, you see a lot of models doing that. Try not to do that. That can, number 1, it can hurt your back. Number 2, it's not really activating the muscles that you need to work. Alright, don't arch the back like that. Curve the tailbone under and push the foot, the heel up to the ceiling. That way you engage the glutes more and right at the junction where the hamstrings meet the glutes. So here we go, as many as we can in that 1 minute. Here we go, ladies. 1. And you don't even need to count. I'm actually gonna just listen for the timer, right? Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. So now, just gonna switch to the other side, putting the band under the knee, slipping this band, but it's the same band, this side of the band above the leg, right? If you're not wearing tights, it's very important that you stretch out the band. You don't want any soreness, any scrapes or whatever abrasions from the band itself. Elastic can be very uncomfortable. Alright, same setup. We're doing 1 minute here, and let me just note, even though I'm going at that quick pace, you don't need to go that fast. Modify to suit yourself, all right? Just make sure you pull the belly button in and the butt is not sticking up, but curved under, all right? So here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Halfway there. Alright, so I did say that we're doing this in a circuit. So I'm going to get down now and we're going to be doing those clams. So I'm going to maintain the medium bands because as I had said before, probably just doing 10 alone might be okay, but doing so many within the 1 minute, it really takes a toll on the body, especially the glutes. And if you're doing it the way that I told you to do it, curve the tailbone under, push the heel up the ceiling, you should be feeling the glutes quite activated by now. So we're doing 3 rounds of this circuit. So this is the first round of this. After this and then the bridge, we have 2 more sets of everything, okay? So here we go. So hips are a nice slight bend here. And let me show you the movement. It's just open, squeeze and hold the glutes here and close. So here we go. Start now, here. Breathe out, squeeze and hold. Squeeze and hold. So it's less about the feet, less about the ankle, and more so about the resistance right here. Squeeze and hold. So don't just flop the leg up and down. Squeeze and hold. That's it. And remember to breathe. Time. So I'm going to go right ahead to the other side. Same setup, everything is the same. We don't need a rest because we're going to the other leg. Alright, but if you feel like you need to breathe, pause the video and start back when you can. Here we go. And now. What I like to do as well, I put my hand on the hip just to ensure that I'm feeling that muscle moving, yeah? So it is the side of glutes, right in this region right here. Squeeze and hold. "15 seconds. 10, 9, 8. That's time. So now I'm going to be doing a bridge, extending the legs. So if you've been here with me for a while, you know that I don't like putting my skin on the floor. Even though my mat is relatively clean, I like to protect my skin. So just gonna put down my towel here. You know you gotta protect that good skin. Alright? So here we go. So let me show it to you first. You're going to drive the heels into the floor as much as you can, stretching up here as well and down. You can actually squeeze the glutes under when you lift as well. Alright, so here we go. 1 minute. Breathe out, squeeze and hold. $15 seconds. Squeeze the glutes under, stretch the hips. And that's time. Alright, so now we're gonna get back into our donkey kicks. Whew. Again, keeping the medium band on, putting one side under the knee, the other side remains where it is. Straighten out that band. If during the break you want to get some water, drink some water, have an energy drink. I don't recommend shakes, some people do, but you want to prevent muscle cramping. Alright, so I suggest something light like water or a light energy drink. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Alright, other side. Readjust those bands under the knee. Stretch them out so they don't irritate the back of the legs. There we go. Starting now. That is time. All right. Okay. Getting into those clamshells. Clamshells. Second set, we just have one more to go after this. One more set in the circuit. So we're doing this as the second one, and then you know what I'm saying. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lift. Breathe. Squeeze and hold. Alright, it's time. So look at the other side. Same setup. 3, 2, 1. You want to be conscious when you open the leg, don't allow the hip to pull you back like that, because then that's not just the muscles inside of the hip, but that's everybody else helping you, right? So keep the hips focused or squared forward and focus on just opening that hip. I know it can be very hard, but just really focus on not pulling the hip too far back, all right? When we're really doing exercise, after a while, the muscles of the body start to compensate and we don't even realize it, right? So just pointing that one out to you. So we're getting into our bridge. In 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze and hold. Four. Okay. All right. Final set coming up. We have our donkey kickbacks, we have our clams, and then we will have our bridging. Okay. Final set of everything. We can do this. Whew. If you need to take a breather, you want to drink some water, room temperature is best. Fixing or anchoring one band under the knee and it's not being lifted. Curve the tailbone under, push up through the hands. Final set, here we go. Push the heels straight up to the ceiling. Pull the belly button into the back of the spine. Focus on that breath, push it leg right back behind you. Alright, it's time. Fix the band. Re-anchor the band. Final set. Final set. Here we go. We can do this. Let's go. Oops. Final set of our clams. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Oops. And 1. Here we go. So I'm gonna bring the ankle weights, not the ankle weight, the band up above the knee. Right, so I'm getting that resistance now. When you're tired, you do crazy stuff. Alright, other side, same thing, same treatment. Three, 2, 1, go for it. Final set, bridges. 3, 2, 1. So I'm gonna do just a quick stretch. I'm gonna be linking an extended stretch video, so you can watch that when you're finished and complete it, or you can just do this very short stretch that I'm going to be doing. Spreading out my mat. As usual, I like to take my shoes off so that my stretch is not limited by my shoes. I'm going to push back into a child's pose. Each of these stretches I'm holding for just a minute. Alright, here we go. 3, and start. Now I'm going to double forward and do a hamstring stretch, and this one I'm only holding for a minute on both legs. Here we go. Modification, you can pull forward, tilt the tailbone back, right? Cock your bottom back, reach forward, straighten, try to straighten the back. Okay, you can reach here, here, or right down. 1 minute. Here we go. Deep breathing. And the final thing that I'm going to do, just for a minute, 30 seconds on each side. I'm just going to hold the leg, just rock it from side to side. Alright, here we go. Starting now. A minute on each side. So this is for really stretching out the back of the leg. You can rock it for a bit. Then you can actually just hold it. Keep the chest upright, pull the leg towards the chest. 10 more seconds in this position. You can keep rocking it, or you can hold it. Rocking mixed with the holding is actually excellent. And moving to the opposite side. I'm gonna rock it first to loosen it up a little bit. Keeping my torso upright, and I'm gonna hold it here in this position for the final 20 seconds, or 15 seconds rather. Whew. Alright, so it's been a pleasure. Hot Girl Thursdays, Fitness Thursdays at Gyal Summer. It's your girl Choreo. Thank you so much for staying tuned. I will see you next week Thursday. Fingers crossed, because last week was crazy, so I wasn't able to come on because it things just got kind of chaotic at work. So I will see you all being well next week Thursday again, okay? I'm going to be linking a long extensive stretch video. It's not very long, just about 20 minutes long, that you can do following this video if these few stretches at the end are not enough for you. So big up yourselves. Mwah.